So the next concept is molecularity of the reaction. Molecularity of the reaction. So this is a theoretical concept here. What is molecularity? First thing, we know that a chemical reaction takes place due to collision between the reacting molecules. A reaction takes place due to collision between reacting molecules, between the reactants it is. Now what is a single step reaction? That is elementary reaction, we call it as. Elementary reaction is what? The reaction which proceeds in a single step. Complex reaction which proceeds in the multiple step here. These two are basic things here. Elementary reaction. What is elementary reaction here? Elementary reaction here which proceeds in a single step. A complex reaction which proceeds in a multiple step, which proceeds in the multiple step here. Now what is the molecularity of the reaction? The number of reacting species that are taking part in an elementary reaction. This is very, very important. The number of reacting species that are taking part in the elementary reaction which must collide simultaneously in order to bring about the chemical change. That is called as what? Molecularity of the reaction. Simply how many reacting molecules are involved in the reaction, that is taken as what? Molecularity of the reaction. That is applicable only for the elementary reaction but not for the complex reaction which are taking place in the multiple step. One thing you keep in mind, molecularity is applicable only for the single step here. Now simply this molecularity, number of reacting species, number of reacting species taking part in elementary reaction, we call it as what? Molecularity here. For example, if I take NH4NO2, this on heating decomposes to give N2 plus 2 moles of H2O. How many molecules are involved in the reaction? Only one molecule. This is a single step reaction. So the molecularity of this reaction is 1. Suppose if I take H2 plus I2, these two combine together to form 2 times of HI. 2 molecules are involved. This is a single step reaction. Molecularity is equal to 2 here. Suppose if I take 2 times of NO plus O2 giving 2 times of NO2, here molecularity will be is equal to 3 because 3 molecules are involved in the single step reaction. So here molecularity is 3 here. One thing you keep in mind, the maximum value of molecularity is equal to 3 here. Molecularity greater than 3 is not possible because the simultaneous collision of the molecule more than 3 in a single step is not effective. That's why only 3 molecules can undergo simultaneous collision which is effective. That's why molecularity is only equal to 3 here. Maximum value of molecularity is 3 here. Maximum value of molecularity will be is equal to 3 here. Molecularity greater than 3 is not possible because the simultaneous collision of more than 3 molecules in a single step is not effective. That's why only 3 is possible here. For example, here 3 molecules are undergoing simultaneous collision like this. Here all the 3 spheres, they are in touch with each other so that their collision will be effective. If you take more than 3, suppose here 4 spheres are undergoing simultaneous collision. In this one you can observe here only 2 spheres are in touch with each other. These 2 spheres are not in touch. These 2 are not touch. So what happens here? Their simultaneous collision in a single step is not possible. That's why molecularity greater than 3 is not possible. So this is the point you have to remember. Molecularity maximum value is 3 and which is applicable only for the single step reaction. What happens in the complex reaction? We'll see it now. So we have discussed that molecularity of the reaction is applicable only for what? Elementary reaction, which is not applicable for the complex reaction here. So we will see what happens in case of complex reaction. If I take an example, that is 2 times of Br minus plus H2O2 plus 2 times of H plus, which is giving Br2 plus 2 times of H2O here. Now according to this balanced chemical equation, here how many molecules are involved in the reaction? 2 plus 1 plus 2 here. Total 5 molecules are involved in the reaction, so that theoretically the molecularity of this reaction must be what? 5. Already we have discussed that molecularity greater than 3 is not possible here. So molecularity which is greater than 3 is not possible because simultaneous collision of all the 5 molecules in a single step is not effective. That's why molecularity cannot be 5 here. Such complex reaction, they will take place in a multiple step. They will take place in what? Multiple step. Each single step is taken as elementary reaction, which is involving a collision between the 2 to 3 molecules. So what happens here? Whenever a complex reaction is there, it will take place in the multiple step, and each step is taken as elementary step, which is involving a collision between 2 to 3 molecules here. So this complex reaction, it proceeds in the multiple step, and here each single step is taken as what? That is elementary step. In the multiple step, a slowest step of the reaction in which a bond breaking or making, it takes a longer time, that is called as what? Rate determining step. In the multiple step, one step will be slowest step in which the bond breaking or making takes a longer time, that is called as what? Rate determining step of the reaction. Rate of the reaction, it depends on the particularly that slowest step of the reaction. In the multiple step, one step will be very slow here, that is called as what? Rate determining step here. So the slowest step of the reaction in which the covalent bond breaking or making takes a longer time, that is called as rate determining step. Okay. Now the number of molecules that are involved in the rate determining step is taken as what? Molecularity for the complex reaction. In case of complex reaction, what you have to see here? Rate determining step. In the rate determining step, how many molecules are involved, that is taken as molecularity of that slowest step of the reaction. So here always you keep in mind this rate determining step is nothing but it is the rate of formation of intermediate complex is called as what? Rate determining step here. This is nothing but, I will call it in this direction, you will write, this will be nothing but rate of formation of intermediate, rate of formation of intermediate is called as what? Rate determining step. So here whenever a chemical reaction takes place, that reactant is getting converted into product. Before the formation of product, there is a formation of an unstable intermediate complex. That unstable intermediate complex, then it will decompose to give what? Products here. So here what happens? Suppose if I take this reaction, reactant is getting converted into product. Before the formation of product, there is a formation of unstable intermediate complex. This we will call it as what? Unstable intermediate complex here. Now this is being unstable, fastly it will decompose to give the products here. Now this reactant first get converted into what? Intermediate complex. The rate of formation of this intermediate complex, that is the slowest step of the reaction. That is what? Slowest step of the reaction, which is called as rate determining step. First step is what? Very slow till the complex is formed. Once it is formed, very fastly it will decompose to give the products. This is what actually the mechanism of the reaction. Now this slowest step is called as what? Rate determining step. In this slowest step, how many molecules are involved, that is taken as molecularity of that complex reaction. Now we will see this complex reaction, it will proceed in the multiple step. There is a formation of intermediate complex. then what happens, that intermediate complex will decompose to give the products. Now this reaction, it proceeds in a multiple step. First what happens here, this Br minus, it combines with H2O2 plus one H plus ion. So there is a formation of intermediate complex, that is HOBr. So this is your unstable intermediate complex, plus there is a formation of what here, H2O, there is a formation of H2O. Now this unstable intermediate complex, it readily decomposes by combining with another Br minus and H plus to give what here, this become as Br2 plus H2O, Br2 plus H2O. Now the rate of formation of this unstable intermediate complex is called as what, that is the slowest step of the reaction, which is rate determining step. Then it is undergoing decomposition to give the products. So the second step will be what, very fastest step here. In the slowest step of the reaction, that is in the rate determining step, this will be the rate determining step. In this one, how many molecules are involved here? This is a single step and this is single step. How many molecules are involved here? 3 molecules are involved. So the number of molecules that are involved in the rate determining step of an complex reaction is taken as what, molecularity. Suppose if I write the overall reaction here, again overall reaction will be this one here, HOBr get cancels. So this will be 2 times of Br minus H2O2 plus 2 times of H plus. This is giving Br2 plus 2 times of H2O. For a overall reaction, molecularity has no meaning. For oral reaction, molecularity has no meaning, because in this one we are not defining the molecularity of the molecule. Molecularity depends on what? Only the rate determining step. This is again single step here. That's why molecularity is applicable only for the single step. For oral step, it is not applicable. For oral complex reaction, molecularity has no meaning. Now, another sentence we can quote here, that is the number of reacting species that are involved in the RDS of the reaction is the molecularity. So for this complex reaction, what is the molecularity here? Molecularity is 3 for rate determining step. Another word, that is the number of reacting species involved in RDS of reaction is taken as molecularity of the reaction. So one thing you keep in mind, again for overall reaction, molecularity has no meaning here. So it is applicable only for what? Elementary reaction, not for the complex reaction. So another point here, molecularity is not applicable for complex reaction, only for single step elementary reaction it is applicable. For complex reaction, for overall complex reaction, it is not applicable. In the complex reaction, what you have to consider? Rate determining step of the reaction, in which molecularity will be what? Equal to 3 here. Next point. So the next example is decomposition of H2O2 is also catalyzed by iodide in the basic medium. This is iodide. In the basic medium, I will take OH minus. So this is what here? 2 times of H2O plus O2. This is also a complex reaction here. But here already molecularity is 2. We know this one. Again, we will write a mechanism for this one. So this decomposition of H2O2 is catalyzed by iodide in the basic medium, so that it will be given as 2 times of H2O plus O2. First, what happens here? H2O2, this will combine with iodide, and this will be taken as what? Rate of formation of intermediate complex, that is the slowest step of the reaction, nothing but RDS, rate determining step. So that here it gives H2O plus IO minus. This is your unstable intermediate complex. Again, it will combine with another mole of H2O2 to to give H2O. So here H2O2 plus IO minus, and which is the fastest step here, because this intermediate complex, it readily decomposes to give the product here. Again here you will get H2O plus O2, and your catalyst iodide will be regenerated. So this is what the reaction. Now the overall reaction will be 2 times of H2O2 plus I minus in presence of a basic medium, giving 2 times of H2O plus O2. So this is the overall reaction here. Now what happens? How many molecules are involved in the rate determining step of the reaction? 2 molecules are involved here. So again the molecularity of the reaction is equal to 2 here. Always you keep in mind, molecularity is applicable only for the elementary reaction, not for the complex reaction. For overall complex reaction, it is not having any meaning. For complex reaction, just the number of molecules which are involved in the rate determining step, that is taken as what? Molecularity. Molecularity greater than 3 is not possible. It is a theoretical concept here. So next one is, so the next concept is pseudo first order reaction. Pseudo first order reaction. This is also called as pseudo unimolecular reaction. Pseudo unimolecular. Pseudo unimolecular reaction. In a chemical reaction, whenever a reactant is taken in large excess, then the rate of the reaction become independent of the reactant that is taken in the large excess. So here, for example, if I take hydrolysis of ester, hydrolysis of ester example, here I will take, this is a CH3 COOCH3, this is a methyl acetate. I will take this on hydrolysis, on treating with water. So what happens here? In this one, water is taken in the large excess. This water is taken in large excess. So one reactant is taken in the large excess and another is what? A limited quantity. Then what happens here? Whenever in a reaction, any one of the reactant is taken in the large excess, then the rate of the reaction become independent of the reactant that is taken in the large excess. So what will be the product here? This is, you will get it as CH3 COOH plus CH3OH, acetic acid plus methyl alcohol you will get. So what is the molecularity of this reaction? 2 molecules are involved, means molecularity will be 2 here. Okay, so the rate of this reaction is given by, this is equal to rate constant into concentration of methyl acetate CH3 COOCH3 and concentration of water, molar concentration of the water here. Now this rate of the reaction is equal to first power of this ester, and it is independent of the concentration of the water, that is taken as 0. So if it is 0 means anything raised to 0 is 1, so that the rate of the reaction depends only on the concentration of ester. So whenever reactant which is taken in the large excess, that become as what? Independent of the rate of this reaction. So here the molecularity of the reaction is 2, but it is what? First order reaction. Sum of the power will be what? Equal to 1. So it is acting as what? First order reaction. The reaction in which molecularity is 2 behave as first order reaction, that is called as what? Pseudo first order reaction or pseudo unimolecular reaction. So in this one, which is taken in the large excess, its concentration is almost constant. There is no much appreciable change in the concentration of this water, so that the rate of the reaction become independent of this term here. That's why it is taken as what? Rate is directly proportional to first power of the ester only. It is independent of this one. So that directly can write what? Only this much. So the reaction in which the molecularity is 2, it appears to be first order reaction. That is called as what? That is pseudo first order reaction. In this one here, if you take, the molecularity will be 2, but it is what? First order reaction. Molecularity is 2, but order of the reaction will be equal to 1 here. So this is what pseudo first order reaction. Another example you can take here for hydrolysis of sucrose, that is inversion of cane sugar, we call it as hydrolysis of cane sugar. Cane sugar is nothing but sucrose here. So that is C12H22O11 plus water. This on hydrolysis gives fructose, glucose plus fructose here, C6H12O6, C6H12O6. This is your glucose, and this one I will call it as fructose here. Now in this one, for this hydrolysis, again this water is taken in the large excess. If it is taken in the large excess, rate of the reaction become independent of this term here. So what will be written as rate equation here? Rate will be is equal to K into molar concentration of this sucrose here. This is your sucrose, that is C12H22O11 power 1, and molar concentration of water power 0. Anything raised to 0, is what? 1 here. So that rate will be only depending on the concentration of this sucrose, not on this one, because it is taken in the large excess. That is what here. Now when a bimolecular reaction acts as a first order reaction, in a bimolecular reaction, whenever a reactant is taken in the large excess, then a bimolecular reaction acts as what? First order reaction. So bimolecular reaction become first order when one reactant is taken in large excess. When one reactant is taken in the large excess, then it become as what? Bimolecular reaction become as first order reaction. So this is about the pseudo first order reaction or pseudo unimolecular reaction.